All right, y'all. All right. We're back. We're back, y'all. And we're gonna do another review today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the supporters. I love you. I'm doing this all by myself. Just want to say thank you to everybody who has truly contributed, truly helped. Gawdly reviews. We go through the whole album. We give everybody a solid opinion, solid take. Um, Someone who has been in the music industry for a very long time, entertainment industry for a very long time. I'm giving my takes just based off of how much we gonna vibe to it. We gonna keep it short and simple. We're making this content for folks who want to vibe. We got too many scientists out there. We want to make this content for folks who just want to be able to listen to something and enjoy it without all the bells and whistles, without all the extras, without trying to sell you something every single time. So with that being said, we're going to get into an album that just released that everybody was waiting on. And let's see if it lives up to the hype. We're talking about, you already know. We are talking about J. Cole's The Fall Off, right? We're talking about J. Cole, The Fall Off. Let's dive into J. Cole's The Fall Off. Top to bottom, every song. It's very extensive. It's very deep. Make sure I have my notes up. Make sure I have the album up, because this album in full is something that it took a minute. Took a real minute. So let's dive in. J. Cole's Fall Off, The Fall Off. So let's start off with the intro. The intro of disc 1, right? We have two discs. Disc 1, disc 29, and then we have disc 39, right? So let's talk about this album in full. The intros were great. The intros were fantastic. I think the intros were super great. I had to do my research to figure out where these samples came from. I didn't get to do it before this review, but I'll go back and make sure that I know where he got these samples from. But both samples of 29 and 39 intros were fantastic. I'm not going to go too deep into it because it's an intro. I never really include the intros in my ratings, in my reviews. I don't add the intros to my reviews, but they're both great. Let's talk about 2-6. So 2-6 is the song that I think I wasn't trying to hear. Everybody was saying that like this was the record, right? That was the most fire, whatever. I personally think it's meh. But I will say one thing we're going to get out the way now. J. Cole can rap his ass off. J. Cole is one of the greatest rappers we have ever heard in our lifetimes, and we will ever hear, probably moving forward, right? His music is sonically pleasing. Like everything, he sounds good. His lyrics are good. He just sounds good. He can rap without a question. So 2-6 is okay for me. I know a lot of people like 2-6, but it's fine. Then we have Safety. Let's talk about Safety. Safety is really like textbook rap. Like when you want to talk about a storyteller, this is storytelling in its finest. It's like if you had a Grammy for best rap performance, Safety should go on that list of best rap performance in a song. It is so good. How he rapping. The story about the guy from a city that went gay, but was his homie. He turned his back on is rap at its best, because not too many people can talk about that, right? And I would say that Cole is really like a craftsman at telling stories. It was very Wet Dreams-esque. If you nothing like that first time she was in my math class, that like that vibe. Like it's Safety is very well written, very very great storytelling. Let's talk about Running Train. Running Train beat selection on the album has. I will talk about this now. The beat selection on the album is funny because I will say this: J. Cole beats are whatever, but J. Cole rapping on the beats make them elite. And it's like he's like Luka Doncic. He's like Bron. He literally can turn mediocreness into greatness, eliteness. because I never think J. Cole's beats are elite. I almost I can't really name one J. Cole song where the beat is like, oh, I remember that hard ass beat. Other than, you got Wet Dreams, you got Born Sinner, you got what else? Oh, you got the song Work Out For Me. Like, those songs are hot beats, but he gets one of those at one hot beat per album, I swear to God. But he can rap on his beats, which is so crazy to me, right? And I've never heard someone make decent beats sound so S tier. They're so S tier, but if you were to put J. Cole beats on other people, they would all flop 100%. But with that being said, Run a Train is probably my least favorite up until this point. There's some lines in there, but the song itself it's not hitting. It's just not hitting. Poor Thing, Poor Thing is a lyrical masterpiece for sure, but it's just not hitting for me. Like, it's crazy because up until this point, it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 songs in now, and I still haven't really gotten out my seat for a song. It is a song, Poor Thing, that I might like later. I know my homie mentioned it, that it's a record, and I'm like, really? Yeah. So maybe I listen to it again and get a second take about it. But for the first listen, this is all off the first listen, it didn't hit. But J. Cole's music always ages well, right? It's so crazy. And at this point in time, the song just didn't speak to me, but it's an okay song for sure. Legacy. And Legacy is so funny because even Legacy was my first problem. I'm like, it's a skip too. Like, this is really a skip. The message is there, but I feel like it just didn't land. Legacy, off the first listen, I'm like, it's meh. So, and then you have after that, you have Bunch Road Blues. It is so crazy because Bunch Road Blues. Bunch Road Blues could have been the first song that it just took the album from mid to like to the moon, right? It's so crazy because the features itself on Bunch Road Blues saved the song, because I think the song was pretty bad before that. But Future saved it, Tim's saved it, and the beat is driving me insane. That beat is not good. Bruh, come on. That beat is come on. And it's like, why is it looping? Why is it? Because it's not that good. Why is the beat looping? Because it's really not great. It's not a great loop. So I don't know. I feel like, and then I feel like the lead up to Future's verse was actually really good. But that was the point where I feel like the song should have just took off, right? But it never leveled up after that point, which was very disappointing. Very disappointing. I thought he really missed the opportunity right there with Bunch Road Blues to really take the album to another level. I was very, 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 very disappointed with this. And you gotta think, up until this point, I'm very disappointed with the album itself. This disc 29, I was very disappointed up until this point, right? So then you got Who the Fuck Is You, which at this point became the best song because he missed the point with Bunch Road Blues, because he had the chance on Bunch Road Blues to take the album to the next level. So Who the Fuck Is Up, Who the Fuck Is You took the album to the next level. But now you just missed a whole nother, but you missed the opportunity to lead us into Who the Fuck Is You, right? So, well, I think Who the Fuck Is You is the best song. The Walkman mention is so hard because, and it's funny because there was a Walkman mention, which was super hard because the Lions nowadays, they have no idea what a Walkman is. But I thought that mention was that reference was pretty dope. And it's actually really frustrating because he saved the beat change for Who the Fuck Is You when the beat change should have been on Bunch Road Blues. I don't get it, right? It's like, who is A&R and who is executive producing this album, bruh? How do you miss this opportunity? And it's funny because who the fuck is you didn't need the beat switch? Bunts Road Blues did. Because who the fuck is you? The song did not need a beat switch. It went crazy. It was going crazy already, but it's either here or there. Very frustrating. Very, very disappointing. Very, 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 very frustrated. Very, 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 very frustrated. Then you have Drum and Bass. Drum and Bass is the second best song on the album. Like, now the album is picking up. Now it's giving us some heat. You know what I mean? Because I'm so appreciative that we get to hear niggas rap like this today in Drum and Bass. Drum and Bass is another textbook record. Another textbook on, if you were to put niggas in a museum of how to rap, it would be J. Cole. It wouldn't be Drake. It wouldn't be Kendrick is in there, but J. Cole, I feel like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, if you were to put art in a museum, there would be Kendrick. But if you were to put rap in a museum, it is J. Cole. I think J. Cole is that good at rapping, right? To hear him rap on Drum and Bass is LeBron-esque, right? It is so crazy to hear someone this long in the game rap like this, right? The argument for J. Cole to be in the big three, it's not really in debate, but to be the top five J. Cole might be the top 10 greatest rapper we've ever heard. He really could go in the top 5 if we really want to be honest. But this song is a 10 out of 10. Drum and Bass is a 10 out of 10. It is very good. Very, very good song. Then you got the Let Out. The Let Out. This and Legacy, I think, could have been left off the album completely, right? And I say this because as cohesive as this album is, right, these songs aren't necessarily cohesive for the album. And it's hard for me to say that because I do think that there was a purpose. There was a purpose. There really was a purpose for these songs to be cohesive on the album, but I just don't think they hit. I don't think it clicked. They're just not good songs to me, and it sucks to say that, because they could have been 100% replaced with better songs. Because you gotta think, this album is like what? It's like this album has 24 songs. Come on, man. Come on. These songs could have been just left off. Real talk. So maybe I missed what the Let Out was supposed to be. And maybe I missed what it was supposed to bring to the album. But I think both songs don't necessarily bring the value of the album up at all. Bombs in the Ville, Hit the Gas, slap. It's an instant slapper. This Bombs in the Ville, Hit the Gas is another one of my favorites, actually, because it caught me off guard. Seeing Cole really made an appearance on this album, which is crazy to me. I think Seeing Cole is actually pretty cool. I like to hear him sing in spurts. It's a keeper. This song, Bombs in the Ville, Hit the Gas, it's a keeper. It's my fourth favorite song for sure. And that was like the last song off of the first disc. Up until this point, it's really like, it's not looking good for my guy Cole. I'm not gonna lie, because this album up until this point, there is no argument that J. Cole is a phenomenal rapper. Nobody is arguing that. I think he missed a great opportunity to be the best rapper. I think he missed a great opportunity to deliver a classic from someone we won't hear from for a long time. We will never hear somebody like J. Cole. I 100% think we'll get a Kendrick Lamar again. I personally think that we'll get a Drake again. J. Cole is so unique because of his storytelling attribute, and because he is so lyrically fucking dominant on any beat. When have you ever heard J. Cole give us a bad verse on? I just think that we will hear a Drake again. I think we will hear someone. We will never hear a J. Cole ever again. So I feel like he really, 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 really missed the mark here. Let's talk about the second disc, 39 intro, which I think the second disc is way better than the first disc, actually, which is interesting. So let's start off with 39 intro. So 39 intro, like I said, the intros on both sides were pretty dope. 39 intro was actually so good, I actually might consider it to up this score a little bit. I think 39 intro ain't bad. Like I said, both intros were fantastic. I don't want to dive too deep into an intro because, like I said, I don't really consider them in how I review albums. I do like them though. I do like that they bring a little story to them. So then we got The Fall Off Is Inevitable. The Fall Off Is Inevitable was so crazy because is he rapping his life backwards? Like, and those are the things I've talked about. Like, niggas don't do that. There's nobody doing that, right? And this is why I say Cole actually might be the best storyteller of our generation. He for sure was rapping his life backwards because he started at the tip top of his career all the way down to when he wasn't born. And I don't think we was all really, or maybe I missed the mark. Somebody explain to me what I missed right there. But that shit was fucking fire. That was so dope. Super, super dope. Nuclear. I say that's another 10 out of 10 song for sure. Not because I think the song is great. I think you don't find rapping like that ever. Then you got The Villas, which I wasn't a fan of. Everything about the song I wasn't a fan of. The song is just meh. It's very meh. And I hold Cole to such a high standard. The song is meh. Then you got Old Dog, which is another okay song. It's just very okay. Nothing special. I think the beat isn't great. And I mentioned before that J. Cole isn't really good at masking. Like J. Cole is really good at masking mid beats, but this one he couldn't hide. The beat was just buns. The beat was buns. Like, you know, the song is fine, but the album the album up until this point has never really hit like this upbeat feel. Like, I feel like we still have yet to hear J. Cole get into a bag on this album. And this song just didn't do it justice, of doing that. I don't know. Life Sentence, which it's crazy how you get these super highs on the album and then you just get these mid flows, right? Because Life Sentence, bruh, Life Sentence. I thought all my other 10s, all my other favorite songs on this album was it, right? Drum and bass. I thought, who the fuck is you? Life Sentence, bruh, is up until this point, it's the best song on the album, hands down. It's special, because I never really heard. It's special because you never really hear artists talk about marriage and being with one woman. Sounds so legit. Sounds so cool. It sounds authentic. It don't sound forced. Even no disrespect, but Chance, when he was rapping about his wife and stuff, it sounded corny as hell. Life Sentence though, this shit is fucking fire. Life Sentence 10 out of 10. And the DMX reference is so tough, right? Life Sentence, I think, is just that one. It's that one that will age so gracefully as J. Cole descends into the abyss and we forget who he is, or we don't forget who he is, but I mean, as he stops making music, whatever he wants to do. Life Sentence is one of them records that will be played forever. It's so good. Only You is okay. I do think Burna Boy really saved the song. I don't think the sound though is good at all. Is that Burna Boy? Yeah, it is Burna Boy. I got that ear. I don't think the sound though is good. Like I said, I expect Cole to save these kind of songs, and he didn't. And it's meh. It's very meh. Only You is a very, very meh song. And Burna Boy is really good at making different kind of music. And J. Cole is very good at being featured on that kind of music. It's not good. Man Up Above. I think Man Up Above is a song about, giving praise to the guy who guided you through it all. I love it. I thought the song itself, though, was very meh. I hear Cole, though. I hear my nigga. I hear you. Like, this is a song I'm going to add to my playlist because it's something that I would want to ride to. But is it amazing, though? No. Like, do I want to see this song performed? No. but I'll ride to it. It's odd. It's an odd place to be in. Like, this song is something that I would ride to, but it's not something that I would ever want to see him perform or watch live, or, you know, it's just not amazing. You have a lover again. Let's everybody pause. What did I say? I said J. Cole gives us these super highs, these super mids, and then these super highs the entire album. What I say? He gave us Man Above, Only You, but Life Sentence was right. I Love Her Again is an elite. It's elite company. 10 out of 10. Like, how do you go so nuclear on a song like I Love Her Again, bro? How do you go so fucking nuclear? That is a nuclear song, right? Cole might be the best rapper ever to rap about his old bitches. And that's even talking about Drake. Like, bruh. Cole is the best rapper talking about old women. Okay? When we hear him talk about the women that he may have loved, may have been with, may have, you know, want to spend his rest of his life, there is nobody better, than J. Cole painting a picture of how he loved his old women. Because, man, I Love Her Again is so good. He is better than Drake. After all the Drake references before, you know, the girl on Peachtree, you know, Rihanna's, the whatever, the J-Lo's, everybody, okay? Cole is the best rapper that raps about being with old or other women. 100%. Nobody does it better. I Love Her Again, 10 out of 10. That is a fucking nuclear. What if is actually there with the better songs of the album as well? I saved it because I think, like I said, the storytelling, right? I actually played it back because the storytelling was at an elite level. And Cole, I don't think there's any rapper, right? Like any rapper in the game that has ever, that makes you feel like you're in it. Like, I feel like I walked this whole journey with J. Cole on What If, right? It was a journey, telling the story of somebody who was on the same trajectory of you, but y'all end up in two different paths. It's classic, masterpiece, great. Like, the craziest thing about this album, the songs that are really, 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 really good, there are songs that are so really, 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 really good. Then there's songs that are just mid, bruh. And you got What If, I Love Her Again, Life Sentence. These songs are 10s. 10 out of 10 records that literally can promote, that literally 4 other songs like these in one project could give you the album of the year, hands down. Because What If is so good. And then you got Quick Stop, which I think the song is cool. I just personally did not like it. Quick Stop is okay. And then then you got The Whole World Is the Ville. Paying homage to your city. It's pretty cool. I'm not mad at it. This song, I listened to the song again, but it's not terrible. It's just it's a decent song. It's a decent song. Then you have the bonus record of Ocean Way. I don't really include bonus records. Overall, I'm sorry. This album was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. You got 8, 9 out of 24 songs. This album, I'm sorry, but this album was a 5.8 out of 10. I just don't think the album is that good in whole. I give it a 6 because the songs that are really good are really, really, really good. But it is too much mid-level songs for someone who is so good at rapping. If you were to grade this album about who is the best rapper, I think this album is a 10 out of 10 out of rap. If you want to talk about just the person rapping the songs, this is a 10 out of 10. This album is so good for a rapper, but not for Cole. Cole is he is the cream of the crop. He is the top of the food chain. This album is a 6. This is a 6 album, especially because you have 24 songs, and 4 songs on both discs are decent, are the top of the crop. The rest of them are just like people love 2-6. Even if you love 2-6, that's still 24 out of 10. That's 10 out of 24 songs that are. I just am very disappointed. I was very disappointed with the Fall Off. But let's not get things confused. J. Cole is arguably the best rapper of our generation. Arguably. I don't know. Granted, Lil Wayne is my GOAT, but when you talk about up until this point now, he's in the top 5. There's Drake, there's Wayne, there's Cole, there's Kendrick, and then the fourth one could really be up to whoever is your favorite guy. I arguably think Future is in the top 5 of best rappers in the last generation, 20 years, right? But it's up for debate. But that is my number. J. Cole is a top 5 rapper, and so this album, like I said, 6 out of 10. Could have been better. Could have been less songs. The Fall Off, you could have gave us less and made us want more, I think, in general. But yeah, like, follow, subscribe. Nate Carter. The Fall Off, sorry, 6 out of 10.